Businesses for being a Gold Viking Booster.
Out of the South, and Tony, these teams both 2-1. Galena's gotten the better of Parsons over the last few years, but I think most people are thinking the Vikings are going to match up a little bit better this season.
Yeah, I feel like our line is on both sides of the ball is a lot better. Galena, just looking at their warming up, they're not near as big as they've been in the past, so hopefully we can get a push on the offensive line and even on the defensive line and try to get in their backfield and try to get some stops and hopefully keep this game close.
And we have Mr. Washington back in the backfield. That'll be a big boost for the Viking offense. And a name we're going to hear a lot tonight for Galena is a gentleman by the name of Tyler Little. It looks like we're getting set for the national anthem, so we will talk about Tyler Little and continue with the rest of our pregame when we return after this 2-minute break. You're listening to Viking Football on V93.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and today I'd like to visit with you about how you take your medications. Did you know that when you miss 2 doses per week, that's 3.5 months out of the year that you missed your medications, and that can have detrimental effects on your health in a long time period. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we have this great new machine called the Rapid Pack RX. And what this machine does is it takes all your medications, filters it down, and puts in this nice strip right here that you can pull out of this box. And at any time of the day that you need your medication, it's right here ready for you. Whether you take it 1 a day, 2 a day, 5 a day, or 6 times per day, we can make that happen for you. It's all interfaced with our pharmacy system, and when it runs through, it puts all those times down for you. It even prints the medications on the strip, and you can take it throughout the day without having to take your bottles with you. It helps you stay compliant, helps you stay healthy, and is going to give you a long life to live to enjoy. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we're always thankful that you choose us to be your local provider. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
It's been said that to have a great team, you have to perform at a consistently higher level than others. Here at Wood Doolahary Insurance, we feel that holds true for us as well.
Whether home, auto, farm, or business, our team stands ready to help you find the right coverage at the right price.
Ready? Break!
Yay!
Put the Wood-Doolahary team to work for you, serving the entire four-state area.
Proud partner of Auto Owners Insurance.
High school sports fans, follow your team live with the free ScoreStream mobile app. Just download ScoreStream to get real-time scores, photos, and awesome video from your game and your rivals. Plus, follow your favorite teams and friends. Get real-time high school sports from ScoreStream.
And welcome back to Marvel Park, everybody. Scott Marlowe, Tony Fuentes with you. Drew Fuentes taking care of our live video stream once again tonight. And Brady Magner will be taking care of everything for us back in the KLKC studios. Before the break, we mentioned a guy by the name of Tyler Little, and don't let that name forgive you. He is he's huge. He's 6'5", 6'5" junior. And if you listen to Coach Scheibe's coach's show, he plays both sides of the ball, tight end, defensive end, also linebacker. And another guy, senior quarterback Brett Sarwinski, son of longtime head coach Bo Sarwinski. And, he gave us some trouble last year, Tony, and the Vikings are going to have to figure out a way to contain him when Galena is on offense.
Yeah, I believe Mooney, Sarwinski, and Little will definitely be their key playmakers. And if we can get a push and get a stop, but Little is going to be tough to bring down. It's going to take multiple guys, so it's definitely going to be a good matchup for us. Nice to see Sam Brewer back as well. I've seen him down there.
Yeah, that's going to be great to have him back on the line for the Vikes as they try to halt their one-game losing skid. Vikings lost their first game of the year last Friday night up in Prairie View. Vikings kind of dug themselves into a pretty big hole early.
Yeah, it was 29-0 at halftime. Final score was 38-14 Prairie View. And it was just, we were just outmatched. I mean, they had a really good quarterback, really good running back, and we didn't have anybody that could stop them. Just hope tonight's not the same thing.
Yeah, Vikings need to limit their mistakes and get off to a better start. Vikings will be kicking off to begin this ball game. Wheat will have the ball teed up on the 40-yard line. Again, this is opening week of district play. Never want to start off the district portion of the schedule with a loss. So Vikings waving their arms, trying to get the fans into it here at Marvel Park.
They had 12 guys on the field.
Yeah, that's kind of a
I was wondering what that ref was doing that. I was like, what's going on here?
It looks like we are ready for football. Zane Turner back deep for the Bulldogs. Pretty good kick. Is going to be fielded by Sarwinski around the 11-yard line to the 20, 25. He's runs into his blocker, fortunately, and falls forward to about the 32 of Galena, and that's where the Bulldogs will take over. 1st and 10.
Here, we can fix this. Grab my phone.
They're going to spot the ball on the Galena 33. And Galena has always been a run-heavy offense, but according to Coach Scheibe, he expects them to mix it up a little bit more in tonight's game. They do start with a run, and the Vikings plug up the hole. It was Zane Turner, just a sophomore, on the carry. He falls across the 35 to around the 36. We'll give him a gain of 3. All in all, Tony, really not a bad start for the Viking defense because sometimes this Galena team just dominates at the line of scrimmage. But you already mentioned they don't look quite as big this year.
No.
Sarwinski wants to keep it himself, looking for room. He's in trouble, and he is going to go down.
Javen Brown is the first Viking in on that one, Scott.
And I think no gain. So nice job by the Viking defense. Maybe half a yard at the most. We'll call it 3rd and 7 coming up for Galena. So look out for number 11, Tyler Little.
Yep. This is probably one of the first years, Scott, you can look at the two lines, and I think we're bigger.
That is hard to believe.
In a long time against Galena, because Galena's had Hosses for years.
Little will be split wide to the left, and they're looking for him, and it is underthrown. He was open, too. It's almost like he was double-teamed, and yet he was still wide open just past the first down marker. The Vikings catch a break as the pass was underthrown by Sarwinski, and you would think this would be a punting situation.
I don't see a punter. No kickers even listed on their roster, so I'm guessing Sarwinski or Turner or somebody is probably their punter. It's my only guess, Scott.
And now Galena, they weren't really in punt formation. Now they get into it. Zane Turner, sophomore. Pretty good snap. Low line drive kick, and it is going to take a decent bounce. Oh, it was touched early by Galena. They should have let it go a few more yards. But it's going to be decent field position for the Vikes. They will take over 1st and 10 from their own 37. And Tony, can't ask for more than that. 3 and out.
That's really good defense. Defense played really well the first 2 weeks, Scott. I mean, they've got the bodies. It's just, can they, match up against who our opponent is? And I think just looking at the bodies, as long as these guys can stay healthy, I mean, we got a shot to push these guys around.
And it's Riley Baker in at quarterback for the Vikes. Hands off to Washington. He spins away from one man, falls forward for a gain of about 2. Again, we're just underway here at Marvel Park. 10:17 to go in the first quarter. Galena was 3 and out on their first possession. Vikings will be facing a 2nd and 8 coming up. Again, both teams 2 and 1 on the year. This is the first week of district play. Baker in the pistol. Takes the snap. Hands off to Washington. Finds a hole. He's got the first down and more across midfield and falls forward to the Galena 46.
16 yards on that run, Scott.
Good to have Washington back, and great job by the offensive line, because actually, Tony, it looked like the handoff wasn't even that clean.
No, it wasn't.
It was a slow developing play, but the Vikings were able to bust open a big enough hole that Washington has a nice pickup, and the Vikings have it 1st and 10 from the Galena 46. Cade Brown split to the near side. And it may have been a busted play, and it is going to be a sack back at the 45. Actually, I think the Vikings may have caught a break. His knee may have gone down closer to midfield, so the Vikings catch a break. It's still a loss of about 5, just on the other side of the 50-yard line back in Viking territory.
Yeah, it was Tyler Little, Scott. You called it before the game. He's that play before, I think we had him double team. That one, I think we're going to have to chip him.
Baker wants to throw, rolling to the right. Has a man open, but he threw it behind him just a little bit. Sylvester was the intended target. Now 3rd and long coming up for the Vikes.
Tyler Little threw Baker to the ground. I mean, he's getting through pretty clean every play.
Yeah, he'll be a matchup nightmare for all 4 quarters.
Yeah, hopefully Cade Brown's coming in to be a help chip him, because otherwise I don't think there's a single guy that can contain him.
Yeah, and 3rd and 15. Obviously, Vikes will go to the air. More time this time, and over the middle, and it's going to be overshooting the intended target, and the Vikes, after a promising start, will have to punt this ball away. 4th and 15, right around midfield. 8:52 to go in quarter number 1. We're tied at 0. Landon Weed in to punt this one away for the Vikes. Sarwinski, the quarterback, back to return for the Bulldogs. Parsons in their home blue. And Galena here in their traveling white with dark blue pants. Good snap.
Good punt.
Pretty decent punt. Sarwinski's going to field it. And he gets away from the first wave, but not the second.
Brown.
He goes down at about the 23-yard line.
That was a good tackle by Cade Brown.
I tell you, when he got through that first wave, I was a little bit worried. But, yeah, Cade Brown took care of that in a hurry.
Scott, we go running play, 2 yard, 16-yard, and then we go 3 pass plays.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of – I don't know if losing that 5 yards on that first down cost them the change from running to thinking they have to pass on second and third.
So 1st and 10 for Galena from 23. Running play right up the middle. Best offensive play of the night so far for the Bulldogs. As Zane Turner gets it across the 25. Only to about the 26. He pickup of, looked like he picked up about 5, but we're going to call it gain of 4. It'll bring up second down and about 6. Definite running formation on this play. Give it to Turner again over the left side. Not much there.
Yeah, the defense is standing up.
That certainly would have to bode well for the rest of this game for the Vikings because, quite honestly, we've mentioned it a couple times already. Galena was one of those teams that just has dominated the Vikings in years past at the line of scrimmage. Ball spotted right around the 29-yard line. 3rd and about 4. Sarwinski in the pistol. Takes the snap. Play action. He's in trouble. Now he may want to keep it himself. Now he finds a man open for the first down. And he fumbles the ball, and the Vikings have covered it up at the 45 of Galena. I didn't see who made the big hit, but it was Jacob Wagoner, the senior, who had the first down, and then he got sandwiched between a couple of Vikings, and Parsons forces a fumble, and the first turnover of the game goes in favor of the Vikes. So we'll see if Parsons can capitalize. Baker will stay in at quarterback. Haven't seen
Max warming up on the sideline over here, Scott. So I don't know what's going on.
Washington, single running back for the Vikes. Baker wants to throw. Timing pattern for Wheat, and he overshot him by about half a yard. Coach Scheibe told us before the year began how strong Baker's arm is, and he just didn't even look like he put his legs into that one. Tony just floated it up there about 30 yards downfield, and it would have taken a perfect pass, but if it had been a perfect pass, that would have been a touchdown for the Vikes. But overshot Wheat by just a hair. That'll bring up second down and 10. And we'll see what Coach Scheibe wants to do. 2nd and 10 for the Vikes from the Galena 45. And, boy, we have a flag. Did Galena get somebody on the Parsons offensive line to jump? They sure did. And I noticed, once again, we're having trouble with the down marker across the way, Tony. It's still at first, and now the sideline judge gets it corrected. So 2nd down and 15 for the Vikes from midfield. And now we're kind of in that same situation, and we're going to, is Coach Scheibe going to feel like he needs to go and put it in the air? We're going to give Washington a chance. They do give it to Washington, looking for some room on the right side. Cuts back against the grain, only going to pick up a couple to the Galena 48. I really like that play call on the Vikings, the first play right after the fumble. But it's a game of inches, as they say, and overshot Wheat by just those few inches.
That was a good throw and a good route, just barely off.
So 3rd and 13 for the Vikes. We'll see if they can come up with a big first down. Baker wants to throw as expected. They're going to set up his screen, and nobody's there. Even if it had been caught, it looks like Galena pretty much had it covered up. So nice job by the Galena defense. Parsons had the momentum after recovering that fumble. But they get the Vikings on a 3 and out. Wheat back out for his second punt of the first quarter. Again, we're tied at 0, 6:35 to go in quarter number 1. I believe it looks like Sarwinski again back to return for the Bulldogs. Another good snap. Low line drive kick this time, but a nice bounce for the Vikes. Sarwinski takes a chance and fields it.
Oh, Jesse Jones.
Yeah, and Jesse Jones with a nice tackle around the 10-yard line. So nice job by the punting unit of the Vikes. It'll be 1st and 10 for Galena from their own 11-yard line.
Yeah, defense has played good. Special teams played good. It's just I just think it's just some growing pains with Baker. I think, if they're going to commit to trying to do 2 quarterbacks, I'm not sure what's going on with Mac. I mean, after a while, he's going to get comfortable.
Running play goes for only a yard or 2. I couldn't see who the ball carrier was.
I think it was Turner.
So we'll give Turner about a yard and a half on that play. We'll call it second and 9 coming up for the Bulldogs. Clock on the move. 6 minutes to go in quarter number 1. We are tied at 0. This time Zane Turner will be one of 3 receivers to the near side. Haven't seen this offensive set yet from Galena. Total of 4 receivers, and it's going to be a quarterback draw right up the middle, and the Vikes were ready for it. And that's going to go for no gain, maybe even a short loss. Nice job by the Viking D.
They really haven't got Little involved in anything really yet.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if I'm sure part of the scheme for the Vikings has been focusing on Little.
Yeah. So
he's a big target, and I'm sure he's going to be hard to bring down anytime he has the ball in his hands.
I think this would definitely be a passing down for them here.
Yeah, we'll see how aggressive they want to be this deep in their own territory, but I would think Coach Sarwinski will probably put it in the air. And we're both wrong as they go with a running play, and it's a first down. I take that
close.
back. His knee may have hit.
Yep, they're getting a short.
Just shy of the first down marker. It is very close.
They had Lamar Jackson, they'd go for it.
That's right. 4th and just over a yard.
I think they're definitely going for it here.
Boy, I'll admit I'm a little bit surprised if they go for it. The Viking defense has been playing pretty well. They do go into punt formation. Zane Turner, high snap. He brings it down, nearly blocked. Gets off a decent kick, and it's going to take a Viking roll out of bounds around the Galena 45. So the Viking defense holds up again. And I think we're going to see a pretty heavy dose of Washington on this series for the Vikes.
I hope so.
Down to 4:24 to go in our opening quarter, still tied at 0.
I mean, Galena's had the ball 3 times, and we've held them to about 30 yards.
Yeah, and I think they've only had one first down, and that resulted in a turnover.
Yeah.
Mack in at quarterback for the first time this evening. Takes the snap, and there is Washington over the left side. He is bottled up, but he is so strong, he bulls forward to the 40-yard line anyway. Gain of about 3 or 4 on first down, and that Coach Scheibe has talked about that over and over and over again, wanting to get that 3 to 4 yards on a run, instead of, getting thrown for a loss or getting hit at the line of scrimmage and only getting a yard, and especially on first down. Yep. Second and 6 sounds a lot better than 2nd and 10.
Max in the game.
And he's going to give it to Washington, and he gets bottled up this time and driven back by about half of the Galena defense. Going to be no gain. Ball will be spotted at the Galena 41, so 3rd and 6, maybe even 7. Vikes need to get to about the 34 for a first down. We'll call it 3rd and 7 for the Vikes. Jesse Jones checking into the lineup for the Vikes. Clock on the move, 3:20 to go in our opening quarter, still tied at 0.
We've got to get Sylvester and Jones involved somehow.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see a little play action. They get it to Jesse. He's looking for room, and his knee went down at around the 36 or 37-yard line. But I think that's basically what Coach Scheibe was wanting. He's got a pretty manageable 4th down situation here from the Galena 36. It's 4th and about 3. See if the Vikings can pick up a big 4th down conversion here. What do you think, Tony? Run or pass?
Got to run it. But they'll probably pass.
And sure enough, that's the second time Galena has done that. The defensive line
It's Little
moves
causing
over.
the problem.
Yeah, they move over, try to get into the gap, and twice now it has caused the Viking to twitch on the offensive line, and you just can't have those mistakes. Coach Scheibe is letting his team hear it from the sidelines.
I would almost pin them deep.
Yeah, now 4th and 7. The Vikes are going to still go for it, and they have to go through the air. It is caught by Sylvester, and he is going to have the first down, 30, and down to the 29-yard line. I thought he made a mistake, Tony, when he hesitated and tried to cut it back. I thought he should have just headed immediately around the right edge, but he had enough to get the first down. Big pickup, and I was kind of thinking like you, the way our offense has been kind of iffy this game so far here in the first quarter. I thought, go ahead and punt it because our defense has been so stout, but Coach Scheibe comes up with the goods. And we are looking at a 1st and 10 from the 29, and they tried to get it out in the flat to Jones, and it's incomplete. Again, Riley Baker started at quarterback for the Vikes, played the first couple of series. Now Trey Mack running the offense on this series for the Vikes. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Parsons from the Galena 29. Still tied at 0, minute 59 to go in quarter number 1. Landon Wheat coming in for the Vikes. He's going to be split wide right. Vikings will have a couple of receivers to the near side. Trey Mack has Washington with him in the backfield. From the pistol, they want to throw. Good protection. Going to the end zone. And it is going to be caught but out of bounds. What an amazing effort by Jesse Jones. But he had to leave his feet to make the catch, and he landed out of bounds. Good call by the official.
That was really good. Good catch, just a little bit. Ran out of real estate.
And we talked about it being a game of inches. They overshot Landon Wheat by half a yard earlier in the quarter, and that time that one led Jesse Jones just a little bit too much. That could have been either a touchdown for the Vikes or 1st and goal from around the 5, and we have our first timeout called by the Vikes. Minute 50 to go in the first quarter. We're tied at 0. We'll step away for a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking Football on V93.
Hey Parsons, I'm Anna. This is Raven. We're the Anna and Raven Show, and we can't wait to wake you up on Variety 93.5.
We're the show that's all about relationships. So if it's going on at home, at work, in your life, we want to know about it.
Also, every day a couple joins us for Couples Court. They tell us what their disagreement is about, and then it's up to you to decide who's right.
Want to win cash? You can challenge me daily in pop culture trivia. It's called Can't Beat Raven. Beat me, and you get the jackpot.
Get ready to laugh, Levette County. We're the Anna and Raven Show on Variety 93.5.
The Anna and Raven Show.
Let's go ahead and thank some of our sponsors while we have a little bit of time before the next play. We have Betty Bluebaugh, State Farm Insurance, also Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Labette Health, Woodworth Enterprises, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Gilmore and Newland, and also Labette Bank, bringing you Viking football.
Well, Scott, 4-down territory. Don't have to get first down.
That's a good point.
Pick up 5 or 6 here and make 4th and manageable and just try to get something positive.
Mack takes the snap. Play action pass coming to the near side. It's dropped by Jesse Jones. That would have been exactly what you had said. The Vikings weren't going to get a first down on it, but they were going to pick up anywhere from 6 to 8 yards probably. Yeah. And I think Jesse looked to run before he caught the ball because it was right in his hands.
He was looking upfield, and Sarwinski was right there. He was going to get hit, so he knew it. But now
4th and 10 from the
you have to get it.
29. Vikes have to get down to the 19-yard line to extend this drive. Vikings are going to send 2 receivers to the right side. Put Sylvester in motion, and we've got us a flag. Another false start on the Vikings. You know, the one thing we talked about, Tony, is the Vikings could not hurt themselves tonight, and that's at least 3 false starts here in the first quarter, and now 4th and 9 becomes, or 4th and 10 rather, becomes 4th and 15. So we know what the Vikings are going to do. They're going to air this one out. Sylvester in motion. Vikings play action. Timing pattern. Nobody's home. Nobody on the same page. It falls incomplete around the 10-yard line.
I don't think there's anybody that could have got to that, Scott.
No, I'm not exactly sure what happened, but people were not on the same page. And so Vikings had some – they've actually won the field position battle tonight. They just don't have anything to show for it on the scoreboard.
And we've had 2 possessions that started on their side of the field.
Minute 41 to go in quarter number 1. Still tied at 0 as Galena takes over on their own 34-yard line. Sarwinski under center takes the snap. First man through. Bottled up once again after a short gain. So they're going to give him a gain of about 3 out to the 37 as the Viking defense continues to play well here in the opening quarter. Galena still in the huddle. I'm absolutely shocked that we have not called Little's name yet on the offensive side of the ball. He's made his presence felt on the defensive side.
He's right there in the backfield.
Yeah, he's in the backfield for this play.
Fumble.
There may have been a fumble on that play, and I think Sarwinski may have fallen.
Oh, they're giving it to us.
The Vikings have it.
That's Malik Ferguson.
Ferguson coming up with it for the Vikes. So they have now won the turnover battle 2-0. And with just under a minute to play, the Vikings have it 1st and 10.
2 turnovers. We have to make this one pay.
Need to punch this one in. Looks like they're going to make the line of scrimmage right at the 35-yard line of Galena. And we have an official timeout. Again, 58 seconds to play in our first quarter, tied at 0. Vikings have a 3-receiver set.
Not sure what's going on.
I don't know if we had may have had an equipment issue for one of the Galena players. Get Logan Ward.
So they got 3 receivers on this side of the ball.
Running play up the middle. Washington busts a tackle. He's at the 30, 25, down to the 20-yard line before getting shoved out of bounds. So big run on first down. All the way down to the Galena. Let's see, they marked him out back at the 22. But 1st and 10 for the Vikes from the 22-yard line.
I don't know if you saw that, Scott. There was 3 receivers on this side. There's only 1 defender and 1 safety. So there was 2 guys free over here. I'm not sure. I don't know. We still ran it and picked up 16 yards. So
we'll see what Coach Schaube wants to do here if he stays with Washington. We have a whistle. Oh, Coach Schaube saw something he didn't like. He just burned his 2nd timeout of the first quarter, and he doesn't look like he's very happy about it, Tony.
It had to have been the clock. I didn't see if the play clock was at 0 or not. That's the only thing I can think of.
We have a break in the action. We'll go ahead and thank the rest of our sponsors bringing you Viking football this year. We have Bartlett Co-op, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, also Tank Connection, Wood Doolahary Insurance and Real Estate, Strategic Partners, Roy Morgan Auto Service, Rowan Pharmacy, Parsons Educational Foundation, Parsons District Schools, and Community National Bank, all bringing you Viking football in the 2021 season. So again, 1st and 10 for the Vikes from the Galena 22-yard line. Vikings have played a good chunk of the first quarter in Galena territory, but just have not been able to get the ball in the end zone. Couple of dropped passes, couple of false starts. The Vikings need to take care of business. See if they can finish this possession by getting the ball into the end zone. It's been a lot of years since Parsons led Galena. It'd be nice to score first tonight. Mack puts a man in motion. Mack from the pistol. Coming to the near side. Looks like he wants to keep it himself. He's got a good block. He's at the 20. And knocked out of bounds around the 15. So nice pickup on first down. Designed quarterback keeper. You're going to say he stepped out at the 16.
The 2nd and 5.
Yep, 2nd and 5 coming up for the Vikes. Mack with Washington in the backfield. They give it to Washington. Left side. Looked like he had a hole there, but it got closed up quickly by Galena. He gets across the 15 down close to the, marking down just shy of the 13-yard line. And that is going to be the final play of quarter number 1 with your score. Parsons 0, Galena 0. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Viking Football on V93.
As the area's leading hospital, we believe your best days lies ahead of you. And as a nationally recognized hospital, we work to ensure that your tomorrows are the best they can be. At Labette Health, instead of thinking about what you need out of a hospital, we've thought about what you need out of life. And with our multiple award-winning care, we're creating a higher quality of life for our patients. At Labette Health, we center around you.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the 4-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
I don't think that.
Yeah, we are back live at Marvel Park.
I don't know.
Time for the start of quarter number 2. Vikings with their deepest penetration of the night into Galena territory. They have the ball spotted at the 13-yard line of Galena.
Yeah, they're moving them back. I was going to say, the first down should have been around the 11.
They're trying to get the chain gang organized across the way. It's going to be 3rd and short for the Vikes. We'll call it 3rd and 1. Trey Mack in the pistol. Going to give it to Washington, and boy, they were keying on him, but he powers forward anyway. Nice effort by Washington. He's been a very welcome addition to this Viking ball club. He's missed a couple of weeks with an injury. It's good to have him back. He's just a sophomore, 6'1", 215 pounds.
Yep, he's moving them now.
Chain gang still having some issues across the way. I mean, from where that was, he got the first down, didn't he?
I thought he did.
I'm not really sure what's going on. It looked like he had the first down and then some.
Looks like they're going to measure.
Yeah, they had some trouble getting the chain gang organized before the quarter began, and I'm still not convinced they ever really got it to where it was supposed to be, so I hope this measurement is accurate.
Yeah.
But it looked like
first down.
Yeah, they had it by over the length of the football. So be 1st and 10 for the Vikes. Looks like the ball is spotted on the 12-yard line of Galena. See what Coach Scheibe wants to dial up here. Trey Mack. It's over the defense. Galena showing blitz. They give it to Washington right up the middle, and he has a nice gain. Well, he had a big head of steam on that run. He gets down close to the 5. I think they're going to mark him down at the 6.
It's got to be Washington next 2 plays. I mean, he's had 3-yard, 2-yard, 6-yard last 3 runs, and we're at the 5.
Yeah, and this is
2nd down.
It's interesting because this is what so many teams have done to the Vikings in recent memory, is just pound the ball right up the middle. 2nd down coming up for the Vikes as they try to jump on top here. Washington over the left side. He's close to the goal line. He powers in for the touchdown. 6-yard touchdown run by Jamarion Washington, and with 10:47 to go in the first half, Vikings jump on top, 6-0. Tony, you called it.
I mean, if they're not stopping him, we got to keep running him. I'd like to see Steven Napper come in just for a little change up.
Right.
I mean, whenever he came in, he was Mr. First Down. I mean, why not?
Weed on to attempt the extra point. It's a good snap. Looks like the hold is good. The kick.
No good?
No good. It looks good from our angle, but don't have a great angle up here in the press box. So the kick, no good, but with 10:47 to go in quarter number 1, it's the Vikes 6 and Galena 0. We'll be back with the kickoff in 30 seconds. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
It's been said that to have a great team, you have to perform at a consistently higher level than others. Here at Wood-Harry Insurance, we feel that holds true for us as well.
Whether home, auto, farm, or business, our team stands ready to help you find the right coverage at the right price.
Ready? Break! Put the Wood-Harry team to work for you, serving the entire 4-state area.
Proud partner of Auto Owners Insurance.
High school sports fans, follow your team live with the free ScoreStream mobile app. Just download ScoreStream to get real-time scores, photos, and awesome video from your game and your rivals. Plus, follow your favorite teams and friends. Get real-time high school sports from ScoreStream.
Line. It was a 6-yard touchdown run by Jamarion Washington, putting the Vikes on top. That was their third trip deep into Galena territory. Vikings were turned away the first 2 times, but third time did prove to be the charm, and the Vikings leading at 6-0. Landon Wheat. And over end kick will be fielded about the 13-yard line. 20, 25, 30 up the middle all the way to the 38-yard line, so a nice return. I believe it was Zane Turner. Sure enough, on the return, so pretty good starting field position for the Bulldogs.
Well, hopefully defense can continue to stop the run and make them go to the air. And we've definitely bottled them up. I mean, most of the time for 2 and 3 yard at the most.
Yeah, Galena hasn't had really much luck at all on offense. The one good pass play they had ended up resulting in a fumble and a turnover, and they have turned the ball over twice here in the first half. Sarwinski in the pistol. Quarterback keeper over the right side. Nice block, and he falls ahead to the 45. That's a nice pickup on first down for Galena.
That's something they haven't done, and now I think if they can mix that in, we're going to have some trouble with that.
Second down and 3 off the 7-yard pickup on first down. So second down and 3 for Galena. Clock on the move, 10:15 to go in the first half. Parsons leading this contest 6-0. Again, this is the district opener for both ball clubs, both teams 2-1 on the season. One receiver to the near side, but it's going to be another keeper by Sarwinski, and he has, I believe, enough for the first down. It's very close. Yep, they're going to say, not even going to measure, first down, as they're going to mark the ball just across the Viking 48-yard line, or rather the Galena 48-yard line.
Yep, and we're going to have to change up something to stop that. Because we're keen on the running back and not the quarterback.
Yeah, Sarwinski, he's tough to bring down.
Did he have an older brother that graduated last year that was
there was at least one. There's been at least one other one go through Galena. Yeah, been a lot of Sarwinskis down there. And we have a timeout called by Galena this time. They had a kind of a funky formation. 3 receivers stacked up over on the far side, but they burn a timeout with 9:26 to go in the first half. Your score, Parsons 6, Galena 0. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Viking Football on V93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
Well, this has proven to be a pretty good matchup. here in the first half between Parsons and Galena, with the Vikes leading at 6-0. You feel like the Vikes have kind of dominated the game. They've forced a couple of turnovers. Most of this game has been played on Galena's side of the field, but Parsons had some missed opportunities back in the first quarter. And Galena right in the thick of things, down just 6. Sarwinski wants to throw, and it is going to be dropped. Boy, the Vikings caught a break there because it was a well-thrown pass, and it was dropped by Zane Turner. They've been trying to get him involved in the offense a lot here in the first half, and boy, the ball went right through his hands.
Yeah, that would have been about a 35-yard gain there. That was a big play. Yeah, Trey Pierce and Sylvester were burned on that play.
Yeah, Sylvester racing over from safety position, but was just a couple of steps late, but the Vikings caught a break with that incompletion. So now 2nd down and 10. 3 receivers to the far side. Sarwinski looks like he wants to keep it himself. He's got a nice gain around the right side, very close to a first down. Pickup of about 8 or 9 on the play, and all of a sudden, Tony, just the best offense now for Galena is just Sarwinski on quarterback keepers.
I mean, in years past, we've had trouble stopping quarterbacks that were good physical running backs that could run the ball, and I think they kind of changed up what they were doing, and I think they're pulling in a lead blocker, and I think Little's like going ahead of him and just making him paving away.
Got a new quarterback. No, that is Sarwinski. I thought they put a new quarterback in. He keeps it himself once again and has more than enough for the first down. And I think this is Galena's deepest penetration into Viking territory, 1st and 10 from the Parsons 34. So we'll see what kind of adjustments the Vikings can make on the defensive side of the ball. They have had really bottled up Galena through that first quarter, but now the Bulldogs getting some rhythm on the offensive side of the ball. Now they're going to go 3 running back sets. Sarwinski under center. And a quick pitch out to the right side. Oh, the Vikings almost had Turner thrown for a loss in the backfield. He got away from the initial tackler, and he's able to end up making a decent gain out of it. Around the 31 or 32 of the Vikes. Gain of about 3 or 4 on the play. Clock on the move, 7 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the first half. Score remains Parsons 6 and Galena 0. Parsons got a 6-yard touchdown run from Jamarion Washington. Sarwinski looks over the defense. Total of 4 wide receivers. Quarterback draw right up the middle. And the Vikes do a little bit better job defending it that time. And Sarwinski is brought down around the 26 of Parsons, but obviously 4 down territory, yep. Tony, and they only need to pick up a couple.
Yeah, they're just spreading out our defense by spreading those receivers out, and Sarwinski's just taking it right up the middle. Really good change up by their coaching staff.
Yeah, they are a well-coached football team, always disciplined. Sarwinski under center just keeps it himself, and now all of a sudden looks like Galena, that offensive line, starting to win the battle up front. It is enough for the first down. Steven Napper comes into the Viking lineup. Ball spotted on the Viking 23-yard line, just inside the 23. 1st and 10 for Galena. Parsons on top 6-0. Galena sends Gage Lawson, split wide to the left. It's been all Sarwinski, going to keep it himself again over the right side. And he falls forward to about the 20-yard line, so a pickup of 3. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7. And it's kind of like what you were saying, Tony, with Washington.
Yep.
Now, until we prove we can stop this play, it looks like Galena's just going to keep shoving it right down our throats with the quarterback, Brett Sarwinski. Approaching the 6-minute mark of the second quarter. Again, your score 6-0 in favor of the Vikes, but Galena on the move. 2nd and 7 from the Viking 20. 3 running backs. Give it up the middle, and
fumble.
Ball is fumbled.
We got it.
The Vikings have it. That is the 3rd turnover in the first half by Galena.
Unbelievable.
So the Viking defense started to bend, but they didn't break. They come up with another huge play. And they're going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 15.
The best thing that happened here, Scott, is just run, get some first downs, run that clock out, go in halftime with a lead.
Right.
I mean, whether it's 6-0, 13-0, 12-0, run that clock down.
Baker back in at quarterback. Let's see if they start with Washington on the run. No, they're going to go with a pass. And he wants to go deep to the near sideline, and it is caught right around midfield. What a catch and what a gutsy play. It was Sylvester, who was double teamed, was able to come down with it. 34-yard pickup, Baker to Sylvester. And Baker did his job. He's headed to the sidelines, I believe.
Now run it.
Yeah, now the Vikings put Trey Mack back in.
That could have been intercepted just as easy as that was caught, though.
Yeah, the Vikings fortunate to still have the ball, but boy, it worked out just right. Now Mack, he's running to the far side. He's got a couple of blockers, but we've got a flag, so this is going to come back. It's going to be a hold or an illegal block, and that's too bad because this is a great pickup all the way down to the 25-yard line of Galena, but back judge. So I'm sure it was either a hold or an illegal block. And Vikings already walking backwards. That is a shame. Holding on the Vikes. That happened very, very early in the play. They're going to mark off 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so it goes back now to the Viking 41. Ends up being technically an 8-yard penalty, but it wipes out a huge gain on the run by quarterback Trey Mack.
Yeah, that'd have been about a 25-yard gainer.
So 1st and about 18 for the Vikes. Mack takes the snap. Washington up the middle. Can't get much. Falls across the 45. I think his knee went down right at the 45. So bring up 2nd and long. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Tony, it'd be huge if the Vikes could just figure out a way to move those chains one more time.
Yeah.
Washington
limping.
Off,
yeah. Napper's
puts off the field under his own power. And sure enough, Napper, who's had some nice runs for the Vikes. Baker back in at quarterback, rolling to the right side. He's got a man open. It's Sylvester right around midfield. Gets by one man, gets by two men. He's at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, and knocked out around the 10-yard line.
That's
maybe a late hit.
Wow, they're not throwing no flags.
Wow,
nothing.
I'm surprised because he was clearly out of bounds and still got thrown to the turf, I believe, by Sarwinski.
That was Sarwinski.
A little bit surprised they didn't throw the flag. That would have given the Vikes 1st and goal from about the 5.5-yard line. Instead, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 11. With the Vikings in business again.
That's a big run there.
4:27 to go. And now we have a whistle. Official timeout. Let me guess, another sideline warning. Well, they're coming over. I'm not sure. Can you tell, Tony?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I have no idea what. I mean, the official came all the way over.
He's looking for somebody.
Oh, he's coming. He's getting the. That's Mr. Swanson, the high school principal. They may be having some issue with somebody just outside
the fence,
the field. Yeah. You know, there's always a lot of people that watch the games from the south side.
Somebody's probably yelling because of that late hit, I guarantee you. And they're trying to point out who it was, I think.
So, are we going to? We may have an ejection, but one of the fans may be getting ejected. We'll have to just wait and see. Meanwhile, we have 4:26 to go in the first half. Parsons leading Galena 6-0, and the Vikings on the move once again. 1st and 10 from the Galena 11. Mr. Swanson, he's headed out.
Bark is heading that way too.
Have a visit with somebody. And the officials huddled up around the 13-yard line. Looks like we're ready for more football. Here we go. Baker in at quarterback. Oh, we had a false start. This will be, that's too bad. Washington, or rather, was it? Yeah, Washington.
Napper.
Yeah, Napper rather, moved just a split second before the snap.
He's a little anxious.
The Vikings, they've won the turnover battle, Tony, but they've not won the penalty battle.
No.
Well, if you count penalty yards, they've won it, I guess. They've racked up quite a few. Had a key holding call earlier and several false starts.
Yeah, we need to punch this in.
1st and 15 from the 16. Quick pass into the flat to the 15-10. Sylvester inside the 5. Spun forward.
Yeah.
I think he's in.
Oh,
they're going to say he's down inside the 1.
That's fine. That's fine. That's
inside
a first down.
The 1. Clock will stop temporarily, but what a great play by the Vikes. You know, Sylvester, he's not a big kid, but he wasn't going to go down for anybody. Vikings trying to get up to the line in a hurry. They want to get the Galena defense while they're still on their heels. Baker takes the snap to Washington. He's hit in the backfield, still powers forward. Didn't get in, but fortunately I don't think there was any loss on the play, Tony. So 2nd and goal from inside the 1. I thought that was a good effort by the Viking offense just to get up on the ball right away, but even better job by the Galena defense to be ready.
Yeah, but if you think about it, we could run a couple more plays here, keep that clock going.
Yeah, there's no
hurry
at all.
Force them to go the air, and they haven't done anything in the air. So
yeah, they don't want to throw, but they may have to. Oh, and now a false start again by the Vikes, and now all of a sudden 2nd and goal from inside the 1 is going to become 2nd and goal from about the 5. And this is the time of year, Tony. You know, you kind of use those first 3 games as a bit of a preseason. Yep. You know, you play to win, but you want to really be on top of your game going into the first week of district play. And while the Vikings have done some good things tonight, they continue to have trouble with penalties. 2nd and goal for the Vikes from around the 6. Baker looking to throw. He's under pressure, and fortunately it falls incomplete. Now 3rd and goal. And I tell you, Tony, if they throw another incomplete pass here, I think you
field goal.
I think you bring Weed in because he can kick the field goal from here, and that makes it a 2-possession game.
Yep.
If he makes it.
I agree.
Normally, I wouldn't be worried about 1 possession, 2 possession since we're still in the first half. But the way the Viking defense is playing, that could be big down the stretch. But of course, best case scenario, Vikings figure out a way to get it in the end zone. Here we go. Baker with the snap. Play action, gets it out to Sylvester. He has nowhere to go. It's actually going to be a loss on the play. So great job by that Galena defense. Will Coach Scheibe kick the field goal?
Got to. He's looking for Wheat.
You know, Wheat missed the extra point.
I'd let the clock run all the way down.
Maybe
call your last time out.
Ball is spotted. Where are we at? Around the 7-yard line. So you'd only be looking at, it'd only be a few yards longer than an extra point. You'd be looking about 23, 24 yards. And it looks like they're just going to let this play clock run down and burn a timeout. Vikings have 1 timeout in their hip pocket, and they're going to use it right here. So the clock stopped with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first half. Parsons leading at 6-0. We will be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Viking Football on V93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit Labette
facing a 4th and goal from the 7. And we're waiting to see if the Vikes are going to go for the end zone or if they're going to send Landon Wheat out to attempt, I think would be about a 24-yard field goal. Wheat's definitely going to be on the field, but is he going to line up for the field goal or is he going to be a wide receiver? They are not going to kick the field goal. I'm a little bit surprised, Tony. We'll see what Coach Scheibe has up his sleeve here. Baker is in at quarterback. Big play in this ball game. Baker to throw, going for a timing pattern to Wheat. He's going to try to outjump everybody and can't get there in time. It's incomplete. And once again, deep penetration into Galena territory comes up empty. Again, the Vikings had it 2nd and goal, Tony, from inside the 1, and then that false start killed everything because we all know what would have happened on 2nd and goal. They would have given it to Washington.
Oh, yeah.
Even though Galena stopped him on 1st down, I can almost guarantee you they wouldn't have stopped him on 2nd down, but that false start killed the drive. And so what could easily be a 2 or 3 touchdown lead for the Vikes remains just 6-0, and Galena will have a chance to go down and score and possibly take the lead on this, what will probably be their final possession of the first half. But great job by the Viking defense here in the first half. They have forced Galena into 3 turnovers. Sarwinski on the quarterback keeper gets ahead to the 11. And Galena looks like Galena, Tony, this deep in their own territory.
I think they're just going to run the clock out.
Yeah, they've had trouble moving the ball. I thought they would throw a little bit more than they have tonight. But it looks like they are very content to get to the locker room down just 6. And remember, the Vikings get the kickoff to start the second half. Running play up the middle across the 15 to about the 16. Again, the Vikings are out of timeout, so they can't stop the clock if they wanted to. Be 3rd and short coming up, 3rd and about 1 for the Bulldogs from the 16. And if they get the first down here, then I'm sure they'll just take a knee and get to the locker room. They are in no hurry on offense. Looks like that was Gage Lawson, I think, running onto the field for Galena. 3 running backs. Sarwinski right up the middle for the first down. Big push by that offensive line. Vikings, I think, were trying to strip him. Didn't work, and he is finally tackled around the 22-yard line. We'll stop the clock temporarily just to get the chains moved for the first down. A couple of kneel downs if Galena wants to, and we will go to the locker room with Parsons leading at 6-0. And tell you, Tony, even one more score would have been big for the Vikes, because you get in very deep into the second half, and all of a sudden Galena might feel like they have to go to the air.
Yeah, I think they need to kick a field goal on that last 4th and 6. I just hope that doesn't come back to bite them.
Sarwinski running play to around the 25, and then I believe that's going to be the final play of the first half. I can't imagine that Galena will line up and try to get a snap off. That was Zane Turner, the sophomore, once again. Great first half by the Viking defense. We're down to 2 seconds to go, 1 second, and halftime is here with your score. Parsons 6 and Galena 0. We're going to send it back to the studio for approximately 10 minutes, and then Tony and I will come back and break down the first half. You're listening to Viking Football on V93.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and today I'd like to visit with you about how you take your medications. Did you know that when you miss 2 doses per week, that's 3.5 months out of the year that you missed your medications, and that can have detrimental effects on your health in a long time period. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we have this great new machine called the Rapid Pack RX, and what this machine does is it takes all your medications, filters it down, and puts in this nice strip right here that you can pull out of this box. And at any time of the day that you need your medication, it's right here ready for you. Whether you take it 1 a day, 2 a day, 5 a day, or 6 times per day, we can make that happen for you. It's all interfaced with our pharmacy system, and when it runs through, it puts all those times down for you. It even prints the medications on the strip, and you can take it throughout the day without having to take your bottles with you. It helps you stay compliant, helps you stay healthy, and it's going to give you a long life to live to enjoy. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we're always thankful that you choose us to be your local provider. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
It's been said that to have a great team, you have to perform at a consistently higher level than others. Here at Wood Doolahary Insurance, we feel that holds true for us as well.
Whether home, auto, farm, or business, our team stands ready to help you find the right coverage at the right price.
Ready? Break!
Put the Wood Doolahary team to work for you, serving the entire four-state area.
Proud partner of Auto Owners Insurance.
Hey Parsons, I'm Anna. This is Raven. We're the Anna and Raven Show, and we can't wait to wake you up on Variety 93.5.
We're the show that's all about relationships. So if it's going on at home, at work, in your life, we want to know about it.
Also, every day a couple joins us for Couples Court. They tell us what their disagreement is about, and then it's up to you to decide who's right.
Want to win cash? You can challenge me daily in pop culture trivia. It's called Can't Beat Raven. Beat me, and you get the jackpot.
Get ready to laugh, Labette County. We're the Anna and Raven Show on Variety 93.5.
The Anna and Raven Show.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the four-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671.
It's been said that to have a great team, you have to perform at a consistently higher level than others. Here at Wood Doolahary Insurance, we feel that holds true for us as well.
Whether home, auto, farm, or business, our team stands ready to help you find the right coverage at the right price.
Ready? Break!
Put the Wood Doolahary team to work for you, serving the entire four-state area.
Proud partner of Auto Owners Insurance.
High school sports fans, follow your team live with the free ScoreStream mobile app. Just download ScoreStream to get real-time scores, photos, and awesome video from your game and your rivals. Plus, follow your favorite teams and friends. Get real-time high school sports from ScoreStream.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
And welcome back to Marvel Park, everybody. Scott Marlowe and Tony Fuentes with you. We're still at halftime with Parsons leading Galena 6-0. It was a 6-yard touchdown run by Jamarion Washington, accounting for the only scoring in the first half. And Tony kind of looking ahead to some keys to the second half. Galena had 3 turnovers, and so I know their coaching staff is telling them, hey, we have to take better care of the football. Probably going to see a lot more of Sarwinski on the quarterback keeper until the Vikings show that they can stop that consistently. Probably see a little bit more of Little. We didn't hardly call his name at all in the first half when Galena was on offense. And, for the Vikes, keep playing that tough defense. And when they're on offense, take advantage of the opportunities when they are there.
Yeah, I still think that field goal, hopefully we'll score a couple times and it won't matter. But I just hope it doesn't end up being, something that comes back to bite us. But
yeah, 'cause we know Landon Wheat has the leg strength to kick a 24-yard field goal, which is approximately what it would have been. I don't know. I couldn't tell what happened on the extra point. It looked like a good snap and a good hold, and I thought the kick went through the uprights.
Yeah, he just kind of barely kicked it. He didn't go through and like really boot it. He just kind of tried to punch it.
Yeah.
And it looked like it went through, but obviously it must have missed wide right. But
again, 6-0, your halftime score. Tony got some first half stats for us.
I'll go down the stats for first half. Galena total yards is 102. Parsons total yards 169. The big key is the 3 turnovers by Galena Bulldogs. Sarwinski for them, 11 rushes for 48 yards. Zane Turner, 11 rushes, 38 yards. Only one pass for 16 yards to Jacob Wagner that was completed. Sarwinski was 1 for 3. And go to the Parsons side of the ball. Riley Baker was 4 for 10 for 92 yards, and one of them was a big long pass to Deion Sylvester that close to midfield there on that last drive. Trey Mack was 2 for 6 for 17 yards. Washington, 12 attempts, 54 yards. Trey Mack, 1 rush for 6 yards. Sylvester hauled in 5 catches for 104. Jesse Jones, 1 catch for 5 yards, and just that 1 touchdown by Washington.
Yeah, and I felt like in the first quarter, at least when Parsons was on defense, I felt like Parsons was winning the line of scrimmage. Second quarter, momentum kind of shifted to Galena. I felt like they were getting a better push with the offensive line, and it was just power football. It was just and nothing fancy about it, not even a handoff. Just Sarwinski on quarterback keeper time and time again. I think the Vikings were starting to adjust to it just a little bit prior to half, and I'm sure the Viking coaches have made several adjustments in the locker room. Again, Parsons will get the opening kickoff in the second half. We're still a few minutes away from getting the second half started. Again, beautiful evening at Marvel Park. Temperature about 72 degrees and just a light breeze. Crowd really enjoying another Friday night here at Marvel Park. And looking ahead to next week, Parsons will be on the road again, headed to Baxter Springs. Had some pretty good tussles against the Lions. I remember back when a kid by the name of DeQuan Johnson was a freshman, he almost led the Vikings to came in for, I believe, an injured Gage Freeze, and almost led the Vikings to a come-from-behind victory. I think the Vikings finally succumbed, I want to say, in triple overtime.
It was the last couple of years, we've handled Baxter pretty well. I think they're a little bit down this year. But
yeah, I know they were down last year.
But no matter what, they're going to come for a fight. So we're going down to their territory. We're going to have to muscle it in and come out with a win, or they're not just going to give it to us.
Yeah, you look at when you have teams like Galena and Caney, it's like when you go up against Baxter and you go up against Cherryvale, you pretty much feel like those are must-win games.
Exactly.
The games that you feel like you have the upper hand, you have to go out and take care of business.
I believe we go to Caney the week after Baxter. Is that correct?
Yeah, we get back-to-back road games after tonight, and then 2 home games to finish out the regular season, and hopefully the Vikings perform well enough in district play to go and advance to the postseason. They squeaked in last year.
You have to have 2. Is that right? 2 wins to make it in district, or is it just depends?
Yeah. I think the top 4 teams go.
Okay.
So essentially, I'm sure I'd have to do the math. It might be possible to get in with 1 win if you win a bunch of tiebreakers. But I'd have to go through a bunch of scenarios and see if that's possible.
It'd be nice to pull out a win here, and then, like you said, Baxter and Cherryville, I'm not going to say they're guaranteed wins, but games that we should win. So, Columbus is going to be tough. Caney's going to be tough. We'll just have to wait and see how those go. But if we can get a win tonight, that'll definitely put us on the right foot in getting to the postseason.
About 20 or 30 seconds away from the start of the second half.
That's Sarwinski
kicking? Yep, Mr. Everything.
Yeah.
Sarwinski will tee the ball up. This will be the first kickoff of the game for Galena. They received the game's opening kickoff, and then they did not score in the first half.
I did get word that this is the 3rd Sarwinski boy, and one of the boys that just graduated is starting at safety for Pitt State.
I believe it. Here we go. We're ready for football. Low line drive kick. Picked up at the 20-yard line. Let's see if the Vikings get a good return. 30 looking for the edge. 40. Little is blocked. 45, 50, and knocked out at around the 45-yard line of Galena. I did not see.
Cam Kendrick.
Was that Kendrick?
Yep, Cam Kendrick on the return.
Cam Kendrick on the return. And the big 6'5" Little got taken out of that play. I did not see who threw the block, but it was well done by the Viking return team, and they are in business. I mean, we talked about it all first half, Tony. Good field position for the Vikes, and they're in Galena territory once again.
I think we need to get Wheat and Jones in the mix. I mean, Sylvester did a really good job. This is probably his best game of the year, best half of the year for sure.
Mack in at quarterback. Takes the snap, and there's Washington over left tackle. Bounces it to the outside, cuts it back in 40, and he ends up with a very nice pickup of about 8 yards down to around the 37-yard line of Galena. I think until these defenses show that they can stop the run, that's what we're going to see. We're going to probably see a lot of Washington for the Vikings, and we'll continue to see a lot of Sarwinski for Galena. We'll call it 2nd and 2 for the Vikes. See if Coach Scheibe sneaks in a pass right here. Sure enough, no, instead it's going to be a quarterback keeper. And we've got a hold or an illegal block, so it ends up being a loss on the play as Mack runs out of bounds, but we have a penalty on the Vikes, and you just I think that's twice now they've been looking for the edge, and they've got called for a hold. And, boy, that just drives coaches absolutely nuts.
Mack had a similar play but went the other way that had a hold almost. I think it was almost the identical play. He caught the edge and went 25 yards with my play earlier, but that one obviously didn't matter because it was coming back.
Wow, all the way back to midfield. So, he had that great pickup on first down by Washington, and now the Vikings facing a 2nd and 15 from the 50.
That hurts.
See how aggressive the Vikings are here if they want to put the ball in the air. Mack looking to throw. He's in trouble. Little chasing him. Gets rid of it, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jesse Jones on the far sideline, and now, what should have been 2nd and about 2, Tony, is turned into 3rd and 15 in a heartbeat.
Yep. Yeah, Carr's got their lights on over there. I'm surprised somebody from the
that's
Galena sideline hasn't complained.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought Baker might come in on this 3rd and 15 situation, but Coach Scheibe's going to stick with Mack. He's in the pistol with Washington in the backfield. Put a man in motion, and we have a whistle.
Timeout, I think.
I think we had a timeout called, or is it an official timeout? Still no official word yet. Again, 3rd and 15 for the Vikes from the 50. They lead Galena 6-0. We have 10:54 to play in the third quarter. The Vikes have been outstanding on defense. They've done a lot of nice things, actually, on offense, but just too many penalties. The head referee coming over and explaining the situation to the Viking sidelines, but we have no idea what it is. So no penalty or anything, so we're ready for more football. 3rd and 15 coming up for the Vikes. Galena may be bringing an extra man here on 3rd and 15. No, they just rushed 4, but they still get to Mack. He throws it over the middle, caught, and we'll see what the Vikes want to do on 4th down. It's a decent pickup, but only to the 43.
4th and 8.
So 4th and 8. We'll see if they want to try to pin Galena deep or if Coach Scheibe wants to go ahead and go for it. I don't know that they've made the decision yet. And we've only got down to about 18 seconds on the play clock, so they're going to, whatever they're going to do, they're going to have to hustle up to the line of scrimmage and get it done. Down to 10 seconds on the play clock, and the Vikings may end up burning a timeout here. 5 seconds. Yeah, they're going to have to burn a timeout. Did they get it? Nope. We've just got a penalty. Delay a game, and now the Vikings will probably have. I think now they're probably going to go ahead and punt. I'm not really sure what happened there, Tony. Some kind of miscommunication, possibly.
Yeah, maybe they purposely did it so they can just punt it. I don't know.
A little bit more room for Wheat to try to maybe angle this thing for the corner. 10 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Parsons leads at 6-0. Another missed opportunity for the Vikes. Wheat, beautiful punt. Sarwinski lets it go, and it's going to die right around the 11-yard line, so a good kick. And Galena will have to start deep in their own territory. So we'll see if Galena, right out of the gate here, if they just go with the quarterback keeper with Sarwinski. But they didn't put the ball in the air hardly at all in the first half.
Now 3 times. 1 completion for 16 yards, and it ended up in a fumble when he was trying to get extra yards.
They moved the ball up 1 yard, so 1st and 10 from the 12 for the Bulldogs. Looks like they might. It is going to be a quarterback keeper, and the Vikes are ready for it. Sarwinski for no gain. Looked like it's a Napper in there.
It's Ferguson and Ginder were the 2 I saw.
Nice job by the Viking defense. Clock. Go ahead, Tony.
I was going to say, hopefully we can key on stopping Sarwinski and then make him do something different. That would be the big thing.
They send Raheem Saheed out to the near side. Sarwinski doesn't want to throw this time. He's got a man open. I think it's the big man, Little. And he has the first down. We were shocked that we didn't call his name more.
And their crowd's cheering.
Yeah. Hey, they're like, hey, our big man finally touched the ball on offense. So he is out to the 25-yard line for a Galena first down. So they put the ball in the air, Tony, but it was a pretty safe pass, a safe route. But very effective as they pick up about 13 yards. Now I've got one of those notorious posts in my way here at Marvel Park. Running play right up the middle, goes for a short gain.
Maybe 2 yards.
Hey, this Viking defense has been impressive. Not just tonight, but really for most of the season. 1 yard gain. 2nd down and 9 coming for Galena. 8:23 to go in the 3rd quarter. Again, your score, Parsons 6 and Galena 0. Looks like Galena's going to put Sarwinski under center, and they go with play action pass to Little, and he pulls it in.
Goodness.
And the Vikes are able to run him down at the 40. That was a great catch by Little, and obviously their coaching staff decided at halftime, hey, we got to get this guy the ball.
Yeah. That was, when he first threw it, I thought it was going to be intercepted. And then all of a sudden I see this hand come. I had the post in my way as well. Seen this hand come out of the air and grab it.
Yeah, it takes a pretty big paw to haul that in with one hand. Now Little will be the running back. Sarwinski in the pistol, takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Got a lead blocker out there, and he can't find the edge. Great job by the Viking defense once again. It doesn't seem like Galena has quite as many big playmakers this year, but a lot of that would go along with a little bit smaller offensive line.
Exactly.
They're just not getting
they're
those
just not
holes.
Getting, they're not getting the push. They're not getting the holes. And, I mean, it shows, but they're not out of this game by any means.
Yeah, you know, I hate to say it, but Parsons should be up by at least 2 scores, maybe 3. Just some missed opportunities back in the first half. Sarwinski in the pistol once again, 2nd and long, rolling to the near side, lofts it up, and it is caught in the secondary and taking it all the way inside the 20-yard line. I thought the Vikings had a chance to intercept that one, Tony, but it is a big gain, biggest gain of the night for Galena. They got that pass out to Jacob Wagoner, senior. Now Galena in business, 1st and 10 from the Viking 19. And I'm going to predict a Sarwinski run right here.
Yep.
Best offensive possession of the night for Galena, 19 yards from getting this game tied. Sarwinski takes the snap. Running play, looking for the edge. Ball fumbled again.
We got it. Oh, we had it.
The Vikings did have it. Did they keep it? They lost it at one point.
Yep, we got it.
The Vikings have forced a 4th turnover.
Unbelievable, Scott. Every time they get that possession earlier in the second quarter, or late in the second quarter, I thought for sure they were going to go in and score and the fumble.
It was Zane Turner, I believe, coughing it up. And boy, the Bulldogs are getting an earful from their coaching staff right now.
That's at least Turner's 2nd fumble. That might be his 3rd.
So Parsons takes over, 1st and 10, their own 13. We have a stoppage in play. Is there a timeout called? Galena's got their helmets off and everything.
So I think
here they come.
I think that's Turner's 2nd fumble. I'm pretty sure that was
a
similar play in the second quarter when he fumbled over there, and I think Sarwinski fumbled one.
So the Vikings put Baker in at quarterback. Hand off to Washington, and he's tripped up. Don't know if he may have gained a yard at the most, but I think it's going to go for actually no gain. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Vikes. About halfway through the 3rd quarter, Parsons leading at 6-0. Parsons has won the turnover battle 4-0 tonight against Galena, but unfortunately, the Bulldogs right in the middle of things. And now the Vikings confused on offense. Jesse Jones thought he was supposed to go to the sidelines. Now he gets back out onto the field. Baker wants to throw. He's in trouble, and we've got a flag, and it is going to be possibly caught out by the 30-yard line, but I think the Vikes held. Now we've got a late flag that came in, and I think that 2nd flag was on the Vikes as well. We'll let the officials sort everything out. Probably best case scenario for the Vikes is that these offset. I mean, what about the 2nd flag? I mean, a flag came in after the play.
Yeah, not saying nothing about that. They're just picking it up.
They're just going to pick up the 2nd flag, and the Vikes get pushed back about half the distance to the goal. And, Tony, the Vikings obviously didn't have good starting field position, starting on their own 13, but again, you force a turnover, and they're just not able to do much with it, again, mainly due to penalties.
Yep.
So
I didn't even look at the penalties, but I don't think they've had a penalty called against them yet.
Not that I can think of. Baker to throw from his own end zone, looking for the near sideline, and it is, what a catch!
How did he catch that?
I thought the safety was going to get over there and break it up or intercept it, but Sylvester hauls it in for the 1st down. What a throw by Baker, and what a catch by Sylvester.
Wow. Unbelievable.
We weren't the only ones surprised. The Galena safety couldn't believe it either.
I thought it for sure was going to get intercepted.
Looked like he had a beat on the ball the whole way.
Wow.
And Baker will stay in. I think you can see where Coach Scheibe's getting more and more comfortable and having more confidence in Baker. He's there in the pistol. Hand off to Washington. Tries to cut back and is going to have a very short gain to the 35. But I tell you, it was a big win for the Vikes just to get out of that hole.
Yeah.
Because they would have been punting out of their own end zone. Clock continues to move. 4:48 to go in the third quarter. Parsons leading at 6-0. That's where we were at halftime. Everybody on the Viking offense looking at the little play card on their forearm. Now we're ready for football. There's the snap. Washington gets around one tackler, cuts it inside, and he's going to be stopped at around the Viking 39. That'll bring up third down. Third and about 5.
That clock continues to move.
So 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Parsons, in a lot of ways, Tony, you feel like they've controlled this ball game, but still just leading by 6. Baker takes the snap. Play action pass. Overshoots everybody. Was looking for Sylvester. And that'll bring up a fourth down situation, and the Vikes will have to punt it away.
It's kind of similar to that Anderson County game. That week 1 was 13-6, and at any time you felt like Anderson County, if they could put anything together to come down and tie the game, it's almost the same exact feeling right here. I mean, it's just we have to get that 2-possession lead.
So Landon Wheat on to punt. I believe it is Mr. Sarwinski back at the 30-yard line. Good snap, heavy rush.
That's a good punt.
Good kick. Not a very good bounce, though. Going to die at around the 25-yard line, but still a great job by Wheat because Galena sent a pretty heavy rush. And
Tyler Little.
And you can't blame him for doing that either because they need a spark. They've had a couple of good drives, but they've ended in turnovers. So 3:33 to go in the third quarter. Galena will try it again, starting from their own 25. And Parsons has forced Galena into 4 turnovers, and I think that's exactly how many fumbles we've had. 4 fumbles, and Parsons has covered up on all of them. Gage Lawson split to the near side. It's going to be a running play. Sarwinski gets a block. He's going to find the edge. 25-30 and tripped up, or that was going to be a big run. And it's still close to a first down. Maybe about half a yard short. If anybody busts a big play tonight, it looks like it's going to be Sarwinski.
Yeah, he's got the ability.
So 2nd down and 1 for the Bulldogs. Parsons continuing to lead 6-0. Little is the running back. Quarterback sneak and a nice pickup all the way across the 40. Great push by the offensive line. And a flag comes in. Galena was jawing and pointing at one of the Vikings, and it'll be disappointing if this isn't on Galena. You'd think this would be unsportsmanlike conduct. And I think it was a dead ball foul. I think it came after the play. If so, the play stands and they just back them up 15 yards from where they are, which would make it 1st and 25. Personal foul. Oh, they go on the Vikings. So that's why the Galena player was upset. I didn't see what happened. But again, Tony, Parsons winning the turnover battle, but Galena is taking care of business as far as penalties go. They have not, like I said, we don't know if they've been whistled for any penalties tonight. And I've lost track of how many penalty yards the Vikings have. And now with that 15-yard mark off, Galena in business, 1st and 10 from the Viking 43. Sarwinski will be in the pistol. Little is the running back. And they give it to Little. And he is into the secondary, the 35, and tripped up at the 31. Nice tackle by Sylvester. But another first down, and once again, Galena marching fairly deep into Viking territory. If they can, you know what Galena, what the coaches and what the fans are thinking, if we can just not fumble, we'll probably get into the end zone. Deep into the third quarter now, 2:15 left on the game clock. Parsons leading this contest 6-0. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Sarwinski on the keeper over the right side. Decent gain. 4 inside yards. The 30 down to about the 27. Yep, pick up of about 3.5 yards on that carry. Down to 1:45 in the third period. Ended up being actually a pickup of probably at least 4 yards on that play, so we'll call it 2nd down and 6. Sarwinski once again in the pistol, going to keep it himself, and he gets hit. And a flag comes in, and I'm afraid that may be on the Vikings, maybe a face mask or something. 2 flags down, I believe. And looks like one of the officials got tangled up with somebody. Do we finally have a penalty on Galena? It was a hold. And the Viking Viking coaches, I think, somewhat sarcastically applauding that there is finally a penalty against Galena.
Yep, I finally found the penalties on the first half stats, Scott. They had 0 for 0 yards. We had 6 for 35 in the first half. And we've had at least 3 here in the second half. So one of them was a 15-yarder.
Wow. Well, now it's 2nd and about 16 for Galena from the Viking 37-yard line. Will they put the ball in the air? They will. Sarwinski rolling right. Now he wants to come back. They set up a screen, and it is set up very well. 40, 35, 30. This may go the distance. 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone, I believe. And it is a touchdown for Galena. 37-yard touchdown on the screen. Sarwinski rolled right and then threw back left. And it works to perfection for Galena. And this game is tied at 6 with 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Galena, looks like they will set up for the point after. If Sarwinski boots it through, Galena will have a 1-point lead. It's a good snap, and Sarwinski, the kick looks good, but once again, I'm wrong. It's no good. Both kicks have looked good tonight. So the Vikings catch a break. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Galena 6, Parsons 6. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Viking Football on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Scott Marlowe and Tony Fuentes back with you at Marvel Park. Just 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. We're tied at 6. Galena finally breaks through. 37-yard screen pass. It goes for a touchdown. And we are tied at 6 points apiece. The Vikings have some pretty electrifying return men. And we'll see if they can get a decent return here. Sarwinski. High end over end kick, fielded at the 20-yard line by the Vikes.
Yes,
25, and good cover by the kickoff team of Galena. Short return to about the 27.
That's Cam Kendrick again.
So Kendrick with 7 yards on the return. And the Vikes have 44 seconds to work with here in the third quarter. You know, we talked about Galena not really having that big playmaker, Tony. The Vikings do have some guys.
Oh, yeah.
Some speed guys. You know, you mentioned maybe trying to get the ball into the hands of Jesse Jones. Also, Deion Sylvester snap, almost fumbled. The Vikes get it into the flat. A good block. 35 and out to the 40-yard line. And Jesse Jones made the catch. Vikings kind of avoided disaster there because Baker had a little trouble handling that snap. But they get a first down out to the 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup.
Riley Baker's starting to he looks like he feels more comfortable.
I agree.
I mean, the few times he's played in other games, he's just seemed a little timid, but it seems like he's kind of more like he's, I don't know.
I agree. I think
the more reps he gets, I think he's going to be better.
Yeah, I think he's just getting more comfortable with it. And the Vikings are going to go and let the game clock hit 0. And we're going to head to the fourth quarter, tied at 6 points apiece. We'll be back with quarter number 4 in 1 minute. This is Viking football on B93.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and we are so excited to have this new compounding lab that we have created and designed to help you choose the different kind of medications that you might need. In here, we do compounding, custom medications for you. We could do bioidentical hormones, so that's testosterone, estrogen, progesterone. We could do DHEA. We could do any of those medications to help you level out those hormones to help you stay healthy and better. We could do troches. We could do capsules. We can even do rapidly dissolved tablets, all right here at Bowen Pharmacy in Parsons, Kansas. We even have great diaper rash cream that will help your baby heal and be better and safer in the long run. Once again, we're always thankful that you choose Bowen Pharmacy to be your local provider and to make you better and to help you stay healthier and live longer. Thank you and enjoy the day.
Welcome back, everybody. We have 12 minutes of football remaining as we get ready to start quarter number 4. We are tied at 6 points apiece as the Viking offense trots back onto the field. They will have it 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Baker stays in at quarterback for the Vikes. Washington in as the running back. And they give it to Washington. Looked like a busted play. You know, and I see that every now and then, Tony, and it's hard to figure because you just always assume coming out of a timeout like that everybody will be on the same page. But it is a 5-yard loss with the Vikings quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Baker wants to throw deep down the near sideline, and Sarwinski there for the interception. He read that one all the way, and the Vikings have their first turnover of the evening. It's an interception by Sarwinski. He came over from his safety position, and he had that read the entire time. Big play by the Galena defense, and so with 11:36 to go in the ball game, Galena takes over 1st and 10 from their own 41.
It was bound to happen. I mean, he's been throwing them up for grabs. I mean, at some point you're going to get somebody that's of Sarwinski's caliber to come over and just pick it off.
And obviously, with the score tied at 6 points apiece, you can tell this has been a game that has mostly been controlled by the defense. See if the Viking defense can come up with a big stop. Sarwinski under center Keeps it himself. Looking for a hole. He can't find it. And he is going to be dropped for no gain.
Man.
Tried a little misdirection. And the Vikings were not fooled. So 2nd and 10 coming up for Galena from their own 41. 6-6.
That was Connor Bowman, Scott. I didn't realize he was back.
I knew he was back tonight.
Yep,
and
that's him. He just made that tackle.
I thought he was going to be primarily on the offensive line. Made a big stop there for the Vikes. From the pistol, pass play. Throwing it to the sideline, and Maeve almost just been throwing that one away. It's going to be incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 for Galena. 10:52 to go in our ball game. We are tied at 6 points apiece.
This big play right here. We need to get the ball back and score.
We'll see what Galena can do. The only time I can really think of them picking up a 3rd and long was the play that ended up in the fumble.
Yep.
And was recovered by the Vikes anyway. Again, we haven't called his name a lot, but look out for the big 6'5" tight end Little. He's lined up in his tight end spot, and he goes out down the middle. They're looking for him right over the middle, and he is not going to be able to make the catch. He was defended very well. He still got both hands on it, but it was overshot him just a little bit. And it looks like Galena is going to kick this one away. Now, I mean, he was a primary target the whole way on that one, Tony. I watched him from the line of scrimmage right up the middle of the field.
They've ran that play a lot, I guarantee you.
Sylvester is the return man for the Vikes. Zane Turner set to kick this one away. No rush applied by the Vikes. Sylvester hauls it in around the 26, reverses direction. Will he be able to find the edge? He's only got one blocker out there.
Oh, the blocker went down.
And a decent return out across the 30, almost to the 35. So nice job by the Viking defense after the interception. They forced Galena into a 3 and out. And with 10.5 minutes to go in our ball game, see if the Viking offense get anything going. I'd like to see a heavy dose of Washington on this possession, Tony.
Yep. No matter what, we need to run some clock and score.
So they're going to put the ball down at the 33-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Vikes from the 33. Mackin at quarterback. And there is Washington looking for the right side. Nice cut. And gains about 5 yards. And if Vikes can get 4 or 5 yards on the ground, I would just keep doing it. Uh-oh, looks like he's a little gimpy again, Tony.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he's not getting up this
Well,
time.
so much for my strategy. Looks like, and I think Coach Scheibe just kind of looks up at the heavens and says, why? Just came off being injured for a couple of weeks. It almost looked like I can't tell if he's holding his arm. I just can't tell.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
does look like he's holding his arm.
Yeah, it doesn't look like. I thought maybe he had tweaked his ankle again, but he seemed to be holding his arm. You can only hope for the best. 10 minutes, 14 seconds to go in our ball game. We are tied at 6 points apiece.
Well, he's getting up.
Hopefully he's able to come back in.
Yeah.
Oh, he is limping. He's going to have to be helped off the field. Yeah, that is a shame for the Vikes. He is probably done for the night, I would imagine. Yeah. While they're helping Washington off the field, I'd like to
trying to put some pressure on. Look at him.
Yep, he's trying. Hopefully he can come back. We'll see. Go ahead and thank some of our sponsors while we have a break in the action. State Farm Insurance, Betty Bluebaugh, Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, also Labette Health, Woodworth Enterprises, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, also Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Gilmore and Newland, Labette Bank, Bartlett Co-op, and the Labette Center for Mental Health Services. Viking offense back out onto the field, 2nd and 5. Napper in at running back now. He's shown he can make some good runs for the Vikes. We'll see if he gets a chance here. They do give it to Napper. Looking for the right edge.
Not bad.
Powers 4 because he was stopped after about a yard, but he gets all the way up to, I believe, the 42. He's short of the first down, but it's a very manageable third down situation. We'll call it, what, 3rd and 2.
Yep.
So 9:45 to go in the game. Clock on the move. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. And we are tied at 6 points apiece. Jesse Jones coming into the Viking lineup. Big third down play here for the Vikes.
He's looking for some blocker to come in and put a hole for Napper to get this first down.
Mack takes the snap, gives it to Napper right up the middle.
He's
got the first down. What an effort.
That's big.
Napper moves the chains for the Vikes. Good job by the offensive line. Ball will be spotted just across the Viking 49-yard line.
Scott, I was looking for the bench, that normally sits over here. And they've got both the benches on the opposite side.
That's interesting.
I don't know if before the game somebody carried it over there or what, but they got both of them over there.
1st and 10 for the Vikes. There's the snap. They give it to Napper again. Breaks a couple of tackles, and he's into the secondary.
That ball's moving.
And he is all the way down to the 42. I told you I said the line of scrimmage was the 49. It was actually the 44 because they've got 2 Vs out there, both on the 45-yard line, and I think I'm used to the V being right at midfield.
Yeah, normally it would be.
That threw me off. So still a nice pickup for the first down by Napper all the way down to the Galena 43-yard line.
Yeah, I think they had like a little mishap when they put the first V, Scott, so they had to put the other
balanced it out on the other side.
Yeah.
Vikings on the move. There's the snap. Quarterback keeper. Mack gets hit hard, and it's going to be a loss on the play back to the 45-yard line. So a loss of about 2 on the play. Call it 2nd down and 12. Clock on the move, 8:10 to go in quarter number 4. Again, we are tied at 6 points apiece. Vikings scored early in the second quarter, and Galena got on the board very late in quarter number 3. Here we go, 2nd and 12 for the Vikes. From the Galena 44, they give it to Napper over right tackle. He's not going to have much. Maybe gets back to that original line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up 3rd and long for Parsons. And spotted at the 44. 3rd and about 11 for the Vikes. Will Parsons be able to pick up 3rd and long? Mack stays in at quarterback. It's like Napper still in running back, replacing the injured Washington. Mack takes the snap. Play action pass. Gets it to Sylvester. He's got the first down. Knocked out of bounds around the 30-yard line. The Vikings did exactly what they needed to do. Well done by the Viking offense.
That's pretty impressive there. They were blitzing coming in the backfield, and Mack just stepped right into it and made a good pass to Sylvester.
So they're going to mark him out at the 32 of Galena. 1st and 10 for Parsons. 7:05 to go in our game. We are tied at 6. Mack takes the snap right up the middle to Napper, and he's going to be stood up and driven back after a 1-yard gain. They may have given him forward progress for another yard up to around the 30. We'll call it a 1-yard gain. 2nd down and 9 for the Vikes. Trey Mack looking over to the sidelines. Cade Brown, sophomore, trotting onto the field for the Vikings. Looks like he's Wheat will come split to the near side for the Vikes. And the ball is fumbled. And I think Mack very quickly, well, he saw that and he jumped on it immediately.
I think he was trying to hand it off to Napper, and I don't think Napper
so.
knew he was getting the ball.
Vikings catch a break there. They do lose a yard. It'll be 3rd and 10 Down to 6 minutes to go in our game. Vikings picked up a 3rd and 10 just moments ago. They'll have to do it again. They're really shadowing wheat over here. There's the snap, play action pass over the middle. It's caught. Sylvester gets away from a man and then spins forward. I think he's got the first down. He does. Boy, twice. Mack to Sylvester, keeping these drives alive for the Vikings.
He's been the man of the night. Hasn't gotten the end zone, but that's his 9th catch.
Yeah, well over 100 yards receiving.
Yep.
That's impressive. 1st and 10, just outside the 15 for the Vikes. They've been in this situation so many times tonight, but they only have 6 points on the board. And Mack says, hey, what's the play? Only 9 seconds on the play clock. Will they have to burn a timeout? No, they don't. There's the snap, and then the pass is incomplete. That was a disaster pretty much the whole time. Vikings just need to get reorganized here for the 2nd down play. 2nd and 10 from the Galena 16, down to 5:11 to go in our ball game. 6-yard touchdown run by Washington for the Vikings. 37-yard screen pass, counting for Galena's lone score. Mack in the pistol. Oh, and they fumble it, but Vikings catch a break because I think they moved early, so they're going to get backed up 5 yards. But all of a sudden, Tony, the Vikings are just out of sorts. I'm not really sure what's happened here. But now it's going to be 2nd and 15, back to the 21. And Matt comes over to talk to his head coach. And I know we sound like a broken record, Tony, but this has kind of been how it's been all night. The Vikings have deep penetration into Bulldog territory, and then, I hate to say it, but just kind of fall apart with penalties. And
that's at least 10 penalties, if not more.
2 receivers to the near side for the Vikes. Play action pass, caught. Oh, dropped by Sylvester. I spoke too soon.
That would have been another first down.
Man, that would have been a big play for the Vikes. That's I think his first drop of the night. He has had an outstanding ball game for the Vikes, and now 3rd and 15. And how strong of a leg does Weed have? They wouldn't use him for the 23 or 24-yard field goal, so I don't know that they'd bring him in here unless they pick up about 10 yards. Mack wants to throw, rolls right, gets rid of it, and it's dropped. I don't even know if that may have been the intended receiver, but it was too high for Sylvester. Coach Scheibe, they're thinking about it. Will they try the field goal? Line of scrimmage is the 21. That'd probably be asking a little much.
Yeah,
that'd be pushing a 40-yard field goal. I don't think they're going to do that. If they had Quirin, maybe, because I know his leg is strong enough to boot it through. So the Vikes are going to line up and go for it. 4th and 15 from the Galena 21. Mack looking to throw. He's in trouble. Rolls right. Looking to the end zone. Now he throws, and was that a great catch, or did it hit the ground? It hit the ground. It would have been about a yard short of the first down. So the Galena defense holds again deep in their own territory. And it looks like this first matchup at district is going to go down to the final minute, possibly. 4:32 to go in our game, and we are tied at 6. Galena takes over 1st and 10 on their own 21. With just one exception, the Viking defense has been up to the task the entire night. Time will not be an issue on this drive for Galena. 4:32 to go, and they have all their timeouts, as do the Vikes. Sarwinski under center. Running play over the left side. It's a big gain, enough for the first down.
That's
Little powers through.
It'll be tough to stop him.
He plays both sides of the ball, but he hasn't touched the ball a great deal. They may have been saving him just for
Right here.
For right here. You know, the Vikings may get a big dose of Little, and I'm sure Sarwinski will have some quarterback keepers as well. 3 running backs. There's Little.
Balled him up there.
Yeah, kind of runs over a man, but only falls forward for maybe a yard. Bring up second down for Galena. Ball spotted around the Galena 33-yard line, I believe.
Connor Bowman coming in the game.
Second down and 9. Down to 3:35. Galena being very patient. Parsons forced 4 turnovers tonight. They could sure use a 5th one right here. Sarwinski rolling to the near side. He's got Little out in front of him. Gets a big block. Decent pickup, but short of the first down. The Galena 38, so it's going to be 3rd and 3.
Be interesting if we can hold them to 1 or 2 yards here. It'd be interesting to see if they go for it.
Yeah, I think if they get to a yard, if it's 4th and 1, I think they go for it.
Yeah.
4th and 2 or more, they may kick it away. We're under 3 minutes to go in our ball game, tied at 6 points apiece. 3rd and 3 for Galena. Sarwinski's going to keep it himself. Finds a hole, but not a big enough hole, and he is short. And it's going to bring up about 4th and a yard and a half, maybe 4th and 2.
Wow.
This is when I'm glad I'm not a head coach.
All 3 timeouts for both teams as well.
Be a big risk here by Galena. Both defenses have been playing well. Ball spotted just across the 39. They need to get to the 41, so it's about a yard and a half. Galena may end up burning a timeout here because they're just now getting a guy into the huddle. 10 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah, they'd have to be really quick now.
I thought maybe they would get up to the line and see if they could get the Vikings to jump. They're going to go ahead and burn a timeout. With exactly 2 minutes to go in our ball game, we are tied at 6 points apiece. We're going to take a 30-second break and be right back. You're listening to Viking Football on V93.
Hey Parsons, I'm Anna. This is Raven. We're the Anna and Raven Show, and we can't wait to wake you up on Variety 93.5.
We're the show that's all about relationships. So if it's going on at home, at work, in your life, we want to know about it.
Also, every day a couple joins us for Couples Court. They tell us what their disagreement is about, and then it's up to you to decide who's right.
Want to win cash? You can challenge me daily in pop culture trivia. It's called Can't Beat Raven. Beat me, and you get the jackpot.
Get ready to laugh, Labette County. We're the Anna and Raven Show on Variety 93.5.
The Anna and Raven Show.
High school sports fans.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in our ball game. We are tied at 6 points apiece. Talk about a big play in tonight's game. 4th and 2 coming up for Galena from their own 39-yard line. I have a feeling that Galena is going to line up and go for this. Only 2 minutes to go. And Sarwinski out there ready to line up under center. The Vikings need to load up the box. Sarwinski takes a step, powers forward. He's got it. And the Galena sidelines erupts because they know that was a huge play. If they don't turn the ball over, Tony, then the Vikings probably won't get the ball back.
No.
You know, not saying that Galena's going to march down and punch it in, but unless Parsons starts burning some timeouts on defense, Parsons is really, in so many ways, you feel like Parsons has controlled this ball game, but now Galena in the driver's seat. 1st and 10 from their own 45. We are tied at 6, minute 35 to go. Sarwinski has Little with him in the backfield, 3 receivers to the far side. Sarwinski with Little out in front of him, looking for the edge. He's hit in the backfield and thrown for a loss.
Isaiah
Tyson with the big defensive stop for the Vikings. Down to a minute 10. I thought maybe, just maybe, that Coach Scheibe would have called a timeout there, but he may be content.
There's no sense of urgency on them.
No,
on their
there's
part.
not. They may be thinking overtime.
Yeah,
both coaches may be thinking overtime at this point because neither coach is using timeout. They may take a shot downfield and just see what happens. He wants to throw, wants to go deep, and it is going to be caught by Little. The Vikings need to bring him down. He's still on his feet at the 40 and wrapped up there at the 41. It's a first down. And now Galena close enough to where they can go ahead and try to, and remember, it's tied. I don't know what kind of kicker they have in Sarwinski, what kind of leg he has, but all you need is a field goal at this point.
Well, he missed the extra point, same as Wheat did. So, I mean, he may have a decent leg. I mean, on the kickoffs, the one kickoff he did was pretty deep.
And I didn't see who called that timeout. I don't know if
it was them.
So Galena burns their second timeout. They will have one left. Again, your score, Parsons 6, Galena 6. 41 seconds to go in our game. One last time, we want to thank our sponsors bringing you Viking football in 2021. We want to thank Tank Connection, Wood Doolahary Insurance and Real Estate, Strategic Partners, Roy Morgan Auto Service, Bowen Pharmacy, Parsons Educational Foundation, Parsons District Schools, and Community National Bank, all bringing you Viking football. Again, it'll be 1st and 10 for Galena from the Viking 41-yard line. Vikings have forced 4 turnovers tonight, but that has been negated by a lot of penalties. Little is going to be split wide right.
That's the first time he's been out like that.
Empty backfield, 5 receivers. First time we've seen that tonight. And Sarwinski right up the middle, and quarterback keeper down to about the 34. And we saw some of that in the first half, Tony, where they would, I don't think we ever saw an empty backfield, but where they would try to spread that defense out.
I'm really surprised they used their last time out right there.
I thought they might get up and spike it. Second down coming up for Galena from the 34 of Parsons.
Because honestly, if they complete another pass, then they're only going to have enough time probably for one more play, especially if the pass is more than 10 yards.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if it's more than 10, they get the first down.
Yeah,
that'll
the clock
stop
will
it.
Stop temporarily.
Yeah, so that's about the only thing that can help them. If we can stop them for not a first down and keep them in bounds here, it's gonna be tough for them to get another play after that.
We will see. Galena out of timeouts. Parsons has all 3 of their timeouts, but only 34 seconds to go in our ball game. Parsons led 6-0 at halftime. Galena finally got on the board late in the third quarter, and now the Bulldogs trying to pull one out of the fire here with 34 seconds to go in our ball game. 2nd and 3 coming up. I have a feeling this game may come down to a final play where they heave it to the end zone to Little. See if the 6'5" tight end can come down with it. Vikings again have forced 4 turnovers tonight. It'd be great if they could figure out a way to force number 5. Here's the snap, and we have a stoppage in play. I think the Viking defense took timeout. So the Viking defense calls a timeout. 33 seconds to go. We are tied at 6. We'll step away for just a 30-second commercial break. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit LavetteHealth.com.
As the Vikings called a timeout just before the ball was snapped. I think that's about as close as it's going to get. 34.5 seconds. And the officials say that's what we're going to go with. 34 and a half seconds. Sarwinski wants to throw. Near sideline looking for Little, overshot him, and it's incomplete. Exactly 30 seconds to go in our game. That brings up 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs. Again, both of these teams 2-1 on the season. This is a district opener for both ball clubs. Coach Scheibe talked about wanting to get kind of that signature win for this Viking program. Galena has been a powerhouse, not just in southeast Kansas, but just in Kansas high school football. They have really made a name for themselves over the last decade plus. Sarwinski wants to throw again. Now he's going to keep it himself. He's got a nice hole and gets inside the 25 down to around the 23. The clock will stop while they move the chains, but the chains aren't moving. Now they finally move. And they spike it, and the chains weren't even set. That was, don't know that I've ever seen that before, but they do kill the clock with 23 and a half seconds. So now it should, did they even count that play? I don't know if they counted that play. Now they spike it, and I think that's going to bring up 2nd down. I think that first spike didn't even count. Well, they're only 24 yards away. Again, we don't know what kind of field goal kicker Galena has, but I can guarantee you they don't want it to come down to a field goal. They'd rather figure out a way to get this in the end zone.
Right now it's over 40-yarder.
That's too far. If they get down to the 10-yard line, they might consider a game-winning field goal. Should be 2nd down after they spiked it. Here's the snap. Wants to throw. Now he's going to come to the near side looking for the edge. Oh, he stayed in bounds, I believe. He stayed in bounds, didn't he? Clock should be running, and they're going to have to get up and kill the clock. I can't believe he didn't step out of bounds. Just 5 seconds to go. They kill it with 4.6. That was a big mistake. And that was the senior, I believe. That was the senior quarterback, Sarwinski. And now you basically have one chance to get it to the end zone. They are at the 17-yard line. So if they trust a kicker for a 34-yard field goal, they may try that, or they may throw it up for grabs to Little. And I think they're going to go to Little. And again, they are out of timeout, so this is it for Galena. Here's your ball game, everybody. Galena's probably going to either win it on this play, or we're headed to overtime. Sarwinski looks over the defense, and Parsons is going to take a timeout. And I don't think they really wanted to, but they saw something they didn't like. That's too bad. This will give Galena a chance to talk things over.
Yeah, Little on Cam Kendrick out there on the outside.
Kind of a size
one-on-one
mismatch.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd almost bring Landon Wheat just as an extra defender to just kind of mirror Little, just to try to do a jump ball to knock it down.
Yeah, this has to be a pass to the end zone. Guess they could always throw out the old hook and ladder. You see that every now and then.
Yeah.
Maybe throw it to around the 5 or 10-yard line. Never know what a coach is going to do, but the little bit we know about Galena, the most obvious choice is to throw it up to the 6'5" Little and see if he can come down with it. The Parsons defense has been huge all night. They need one more stop to force overtime.
But that timeout there gave them more time to think about a different play too.
Little split wide to the left. Vikings will have him double teamed. There's the snap. They're looking for Little.
Landon Wheat's
They're
over there
going
with
to Little in the corner. The ball is up.
Landon Wheat.
He got it. It's a touchdown, and Galena has won it. Unbelievable. The Vikings knew exactly what they were going to do, and it looked like they had it covered, and somehow the ball got over Landon Wheat's outstretched hand, and it is a touchdown, and this ball game is over. Galena wins it on the last play of the game, 12-6.
Unbelievable.
Well, we talked, Tony, a lot about missed opportunities by the Vikings. And they're going to, I guess they have to go through the formality of the extra point here. What a disappointing loss for the Vikings. They had plenty of opportunities to put more points on the board and just couldn't get it done. And now Galena's, I think, just going to take a knee. Now they're doing actually some kind of swinging gate formation. I don't know why you would do that at this this point. You just won the game and now a flag. What in the world are they doing? Illegal formation. So very strange that Galena's doing that, as they apparently lined up for what would be a 2-point. Well, here's what they're doing, Tony. It's district play, so they're worried about point differential. They're trying to get 2 points on the board for down the road in district play. I didn't think of that, but I tell you, that was a beautiful pass.
Unbelievable
by
pass.
by Sarwinski, and a great grab it deep in the corner of the end zone. I mean, it was obvious the whole time what they were doing, and the Vikings were not fooled at all.
It was right there.
They had it.
I don't know. It just went right over his head.
Here's the 2-point conversion. Little trick play is hauled in, and the Galena fans go nuts because they know that 2 points could come up big later on in the season as district play continues. Very difficult loss for the Vikings. That's going to be a hard one to swallow. Galena wins it by a final score of 14-6. We will take a 2-minute break and be right back with the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. You're listening to Viking football on V93.